Hey gang, welcome back to Day Drinking with Bilbo. Welcome back to my special guest drinker, Alyssa. She's very concerned because we're darker than normal because it's actually getting evening time here. Still counts as day drinking, but it is getting evening time at the time we're recording this. It's Friday, April 17th when we're recording this one. And this is like our fourth pairing class that we recorded today. But between class 3 and this one, we've both had 3 or 4 of these glasses of whiskey, so we're doing pretty good. How you doing? Anyway, this is going to be a little bit different of a pairing class than what you've done in that it's not actually a pairing class. What we're aiming to find out today is what whiskey is best to make a hot toddy. Now, what's a hot toddy? It is the drink of champions. It is what makes you feel better when you're feeling icky, right? So it's basically tea. Brew whatever tea you want. Put a shot of whiskey in there. Shot is 1.5 ounces, remember. If you use your jigger, that's one of the little guy and one of the big guy. A little bit of honey, a little bit of lemon to taste. Lemon juice. So tea, whiskey, honey, lemon. Mm-hmm. Yeah? That's a hot toddy. I swear by them. If I'm not feeling well, if I'm under the weather, have a little bit of a cold, a hot toddy at night before bed, it just makes it all better. In reality, there is no medical evidence to say that a hot toddy is gonna repair anything that's wrong with you. All it does is it gives you just enough of alcohol in your blood that you don't care that you don't feel good anymore. And on top of that, warm tea with honey and lemon is great for you. Drink that anyway, you don't have to put the whiskey in. But today, we're going to find out which whiskey is better to make that hot toddy. Now, we've got a blended whiskey. That's what we'll try first. Mm-hmm. We're going to try it with bourbon, because we like bourbon. Mm-hmm. And then we're going to try it with Scotch, which I've actually never made before. So this is going to be brand new to me. And we're going to see, between the two of us, what we think the better hot toddy is. So, go brew yourself some hot water. Okay, put it in that little kettle. Whee! You know, the thing that boils. Make some tea. Put 3 different whiskeys in the 3 different mugs. A little bit of honey, a little bit of lemon. Honey and lemon are optional. You don't always have to do them. I like them because I feel like the honey's good for your throat. Yeah. Lemon's good for your digestive system. All right, are you ready?
I'm ready.
What we're going to do is we're going to try each hot toddy. Then we'll rinse between. And at the end, we're going to come up with a consensus, hopefully. Or maybe we'll have different opinions. I don't know. We'll find out. Alyssa, I'm going to let you go first. I'm going to put that right there for you. This first one that she's trying is just the blended whiskey. So this is your standard American whiskey is all it is. In particular, we're actually using Seagram's for this. It's cost effective. And you know what? It's got a fine flavor for how much you're paying for it. I'm going to have you set back down because I'm going to burn my hand. These are literally we just brewed this, so they're hot. Okay, I'm going to give a little... So, I taste the whiskey in that. But I'm looking for the whiskey in that. Do you taste whiskey or is it more just a hot tea?
It seems more of like a hot tea for me.
Okay.
I can taste maybe a little bit of whiskey, but it tastes like green tea to me.
So when I make a hot toddy, the whiskey for me becomes not a additive into the tea, but it becomes part of the tea, in my opinion. So when I drink a hot toddy, not only am I getting that hot tea and that honey and that lemon, but I'm getting this warm oak kind of thing happening on my throat, and I'm still able, even that hot, because I'm telling you, that's freaking hot. And I don't do hot drinks I let mine cool down, way down. But I can still taste that whiskey, so that's a very good thing. Make sure we rinse. Got to rinse here between. So the next one that we're going to is going to be a bourbon. And we're using Jim Beam for this. Any bourbon that you might have will do. Now, bourbon, personally, is what I usually make my hot toddy with. And that's simply because I've never really tried hot toddies with other whiskeys. I just usually have bourbon on hand, and it's easy to pour a little bit of bourbon. I will tell you right now, a few moments ago I told you that it's a shot of whiskey in the tea. I've never measured before today. I go like this, and when the glass fills up, then you're done with the whiskey.
I should give you
Yeah, can I get in on this? So the smell's different than the last one too.
So it definitely tastes different. It tastes maybe a little bit more alcohol-y, but I mean, it's good. It's
that hit me right where
it just warms you up. That one was really good.
Now it's a little cooler when we're filming this. So 2 days ago we were at 65, 64, 65, and we're like, woo, it's hot up here in the mountain. And then yesterday it was 5 degrees cooler. But, 59 is still a nice temperature. We've kind of become mountain people, and we're acclimated to the cooler temps. Today was 11 degrees cooler than yesterday, which was 5 degrees cooler than the day before. So we're a full 16 degrees cooler. The high today was 49. So a hot toddy seemed like the right thing to film today. Now, the next one is one I've never done before. This is Scotch in our hot toddy. I'll slide that over for Alyssa. We moved the camera a little bit for this one. We're trying something a little bit different on this one. So I've never put Scotch in a hot toddy. This is brand new to me, and you guys are going to enjoy this with me, or maybe we won't enjoy it at all. For the Scotch, we're using Johnny Walker Black. Johnny Walker Black is a fine mixing Scotch. I would use it in any mixed drinks. I'm not necessarily a sipper on the Johnny Walker. Johnny Walker Green's a different story. Blue Label, absolutely. King George V, best whiskey I've ever had in my life. It's $150 a glass at a bar. And a glass, remember, is 1.5 ounces. But Johnny Walker Black is a fine mixing whiskey. Do you want to talk, or?
I mean, it's smoky.
Yeah, that's a smoky hot. I mean, it's Scotch. Yeah. It's a Scotch hot toddy, and you're getting both of those elements in there. Do I want that in my hot toddy, though? I don't know.
I feel like I can drink that more than just
regular Scotch.
Yeah,
you want it with the tea and the warm.
Yeah, I could actually be able to drink like a good size.
Yeah,
beverage
because you're not a Scotch person.
I'm not. A lot of the times they're too smoky for me, and ugh.
I'm a Scotch person. I like Scotch. And that was actually pretty tasty to me, and I wasn't sure I was going to enjoy that. So we've done the blended whiskey, we've done the bourbon, and we've done the Scotch. Of the three, which hot toddy are you going to reach for next time that you're not feeling well?
Okay, so I love the classic hot toddy, which is the middle one.
Oh, the bourbon.
Yeah.
Wait, let me show this mug, girl. I was going to do all the mugs, and then I totally forgot. So this is our Rainbow Drive-In mug. Rainbow Drive-In's a delicious little place you can go eat on Oahu. Great mix plate. It's a cool little... It's kind of a tourist attraction now because it's become really popular. You've probably seen it on Hawaii Five-0 100 times. It was even in some flashback scenes on Lost way back when. But the food is just so yummy. And it's this cool, like, old drive-in experience, like the Sonic burger places are trying to be, but it's authentic, so it's super cool. Our second mug, what she was talking about, this middle one here, this was actually a gift to Alyssa, this mug, from Becca and Eric for, Christmas, right?
Yeah.
We'll show it off a little bit there. We love Becca and Eric.
Super cute, I love it.
Yep. And then our third mug was a gift from Richard Neva for me for Christmas last year, or birthday, I don't remember. Op Ivy, we love Op Ivy, yeah. All right. So, you were saying you like the traditional one, which is bourbon. That's the way I go.
But I also really like the Scotch.
Wow.
I think if I'm sick, that smokiness might actually clear me out a little bit.
I would agree with that. Yeah.
So, I would go with either one, I think.
Okay, gun to your head.
No.
You have to pick only one. Is it bourbon or is it Scotch?
I mean, gun to my head, I would probably have to go with bourbon.
Bourbon, traditional. My traditional. It's not necessarily traditional. I think blended whiskey is actually a more for
and
normal
that one didn't
people.
do too much for me.
Yeah, I mean, it was a hot toddy, but it was not a special hot toddy. And if I'm not feeling well, and I'm going to be drinking bourbon in my tea, or whiskey rather in my tea, I think I'm with you. I think I'm going to stick with bourbon. Now, if you don't have bourbon laying around, then absolutely make it with a blended whiskey, and no one's going to complain. Irish whiskey tastes great, goes good in coffee. Why wouldn't it go good in tea? You know what though? That Scotch is a real close second. I'm going to agree with you. That was a tasty and different experience for me. And we've got 3 hot toddies to drink now. Keep in mind, we've been drinking all day, guys. Remember, it is called Day Drinking with Bilbo. So, we're day drinking with Bilbo. Anyway, thanks for watching. We hope you enjoy these silly videos that we've not produced for you, because these are the least produced videos on the planet Earth. But thanks for watching. We appreciate you guys. If you feel like it, throw a little donation at Venmo or Google Pay down below. Help pay for some of the booze we've been drinking for your benefit. And remember, during quarantine, please keep those hands washed. Stay 6 feet away from strangers. If you have to go out, which I don't recommend, I'd rather you just stay at home. We can all get through this quicker. But if you have to go out, remember to wear that mask or some kind of a face covering. You're not wearing it to protect yourself. You're wearing it to protect everybody else, right? So anyway, thanks for being here. Thanks for chilling with us and day drinking with Bilbo. And we'll see you on the next one.
Yep, bye, guys.
Bye.